Hey everyone, it is Dani'i and welcome to this updated video. I hope that you guys are doing really wonderful this morning. And so we're going to be getting straight into what is happening and what is expected through today. So there's a major rainfall increase likely for the Eastern Caribbean, and it will be starting today for many islands, including Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, all the way up into St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and over to Barbados. And so I'll be taking you guys through all that is expected. And so before I go into details, please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so and tap the bell so that you never miss an important update. Alright, so let's return to this satellite imagery here, the wider view. And firstly, we can see that there isn't too much happening across most areas right now. So as of now, majority of this activity remains offshore, but we do see some activity over in some parts of Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana as well. Nothing much going on for the ABC Islands. It should be a pretty sunny day today, as much rainfall is unlikely. Looking up into the vicinity of Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, not much going on. There was some thunderstorm activity near the Dominican Republic, but that is dissipating as of right now. And there's some clusters of clouds coming in from the tropical Atlantic, and so some islands of the Lesser Antilles might experience some overcast skies, maybe with some brief rain as well. Nothing too major, but again, there we have all that activity, that cluster of showers and thunderstorms that is about to move into the area as we head to later today. And so this is likely going to be bringing a lot of rainfall, possibly even some isolated flooding for some areas. And so again, Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, the Grenadines, St. Vincent, Barbados, even going further up north, St. Lucia, Dominica, Martinique, even going further up into the rest of the Leeward Islands could experience some rainfall, but just not as much as what is expected in the southeast. These areas will gradually receive more rainfall, especially heading to tomorrow and the midweek, Wednesday. But it's those islands in the southeast that will be first feeling the impacts of that cluster of shower and thunderstorm activity. Let's drift more to the west, and here you can see that there isn't much activity going on for Cuba, Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, going over into most of Hispaniola, the Bahamas. A section of the Bahamas is cut off where a bit of thunderstorm activity is developing this morning, but nothing major. The rest of the islands should be experiencing some beautiful sunshine this morning. And going over into Central America, this is our second area for that major rainfall increase. So there has been some persistent rainfall there due to a tropical wave enhancing all that rainfall activity. And as we head through today, it's likely that this is going to be continuing. As such, I really hope that everyone being affected is okay, because these are certainly flooding rains. I mean, this has been persistent for some time. We're talking about very saturated soil, and so that is going to be an issue. And as I said, I just really hope that everyone to be affected by this, all the way from the Yucatan going down to Panama, will be okay. And of course, not every single area is experiencing that major heavy rainfall. Some areas heavier than others. And so you can let me know what's happening in your area if you're in any of these Central American countries or even in the Lesser Antilles. And so now let's go ahead and take a look at what the models have to show. And we're starting out with Euro. As the map becomes more colorful, the more rainfall is expected, especially as we see more of those red and burgundy and purple shades as well. We're talking about some pretty substantial rainfall, which, as I said, might result in isolated flooding at times. And so we see that again for Central America coming through to Northern and South America, lots of rainfall likely throughout today. And then heading up into the Lesser Antilles, we're seeing that Euro is expecting that most areas will be receiving rainfall, but the heavier rain will be for Guadeloupe coming southward, inclusive of Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. But for the other northern islands, the Leeward Islands, with the exception of Guadeloupe and Dominica, and also for the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, there might be some rainfall going over into the Dominican Republic, parts of Haiti. Rainfall is also likely. Similar story for Jamaica as well as Cuba, even going into parts of the northwestern Bahamas and South Florida as well. So hopefully that will be the case, because it's been pretty dry and hot across many of these areas. The Cayman Islands expected to be in the clear, so unfortunately not much rainfall for you guys. And then as we take a look at what the GFS model has to show, we're seeing something pretty much similar here. So GFS is expecting that the same areas as Euro will be receiving some substantial rainfall, maybe some decreased totals for some areas, but again, Central America, going to Northern South America and the Lesser Antilles, expected to receive quite a bit of rainfall as we progress throughout today. Not as much for the other islands, but still the possibility of some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. And so guys, I will continue to keep you posted on all that is happening so that you guys are never taken by surprise. And that is pretty much it for this update. And so I hope that you found it to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I will respond as best and as soon as I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.